Hey, welcome back. So, do you remember when I was just talking about how I wanted to do more hard things? Oh my goodness, I have to share this. I just signed up for a 25K kind of mini ultra in September. Dustin and I are gonna do it. I'm scared and I'm excited about it. So this week I'm gonna take you through how I'm training for this 25K, what I'm eating, when I'm training, how I'm running, what weightlifting I'm doing, and my mindset. Wish me luck, guys. This week is gonna be the most I've challenged myself with running in years, maybe even ever. We just did a 3-mile walk because tomorrow we're going to be running the Lady Bird hike and bike trail, and that's going to be 10 miles, and we didn't want to go crazy today. I'm hoping to get my new hydration vest today. It's supposed to be here, which is kind of crucial for tomorrow. So when I get it, I'll share, and hopefully it'll fit, so we'll see. 18:35 is like a nice early morning walk, but we got to bring that pace up because if we're going to be able to do the 25K, we have to get it like 16 or 17 minute walk. We got to keep working on it. I got it. This is a Solomon. I got the 12 liter. I wanted to get one that had enough water on there, a water storage. So this seems like it fits nicely. It feels really comfortable, and I haven't filled the water bottles up yet. I just washed them, but they're pretty crazy. They're like collapsible little guys. It's all this stuff I'm learning. We are heading to Lady Bird and had kind of a rough night. At about midnight, we did our very best to fall asleep on time and did our whole routine. But then we got interrupted by our youngest at about midnight.
Like after we were asleep for an hour.
Yeah, after we had been like fully asleep for an hour. And then I was so angry and upset that she woke us up. I mean, not to her, but once I tucked her back in, then I came back and it took me forever to fall back asleep. So I didn't get very good sleep. I'm gonna do my best and walk a little bit more, listen to my body if I need to. I'm gonna try to be strong. This guy. Do I look like a runner? It's so weird to run with stuff on your back. All right, we're about almost at 2.25 miles. Doing pretty good. I love this city. Yeah. Please explain to me how Dustin's hat is sweating. Stopping real quick for a refuel on electrolytes. It needs a lot of powder though, and it has carbs, which is great for a run like this, but we're working on some with Cleanish that don't have any carbs. A little over 4 miles now. They're looking good though. We're about an hour in, and I've learned that I'm supposed to be having a snack that's like 30 to 60 carbs at this point. So I grabbed some Scratch energy chews that also have a little bit of caffeine in them. They're tasty. Definitely recommend. Yeah. Right, so we just passed the 5.5 mile marker, and we had a really good mile. The last mile, we ran the whole thing, and keeping a good 11.5 to 12 minute pace, which is, I don't know how. It feels kind of easy to me. I don't know who I am today. It's amazing what you're capable of doing. We're a little over 6.5 miles, almost 7. All right, we're almost to mile 8. We're gonna stop for now. Last break before we finish. We're at 9.5 miles. Still got the sweaty hat. I'm feeling good cardio-wise, but I was telling Dustin, it feels like my legs each have an added 20 pounds of sore muscle that doesn't want to run anymore. But almost done. All right. Hit 10. Hit 10. Did it. So I already have some learnings.
Yeah.
First thing, I want to fill both of these guys up with electrolytes next time. I did not need nearly as much food. I feel like I have a good half of my liter thing going on in there, so I don't think I needed that much water. Also, 10 miles is freaking doable. You can push through hard if you want to, and you should. Back at the car, cooling off. Time to get home and have some breakfast. Some avocado toast. Sounds delicious. I'm so proud of myself, you guys. I'm just giddy with how well that went. I thought I was gonna die. Super happy how that went. It gives me a lot of hope for the 25K. We're heading home, just kind of thinking out how I'm gonna plan out my meals today because, you know, I track my meals and I track my macros, but I've had a decent amount of carbs and I even had a little bit of fat and protein this morning with a yogurt and a banana and some peanut butter. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna treat everything I did for the run as a bonus. I'm hoping to kind of have that helps me kind of not have as much anxiety about having carbs on the run and focusing on performance. And then I also don't have to worry about like being starving later because I had the carbs on the run. So I think this is the best way to do it, and we'll see like how my body responds to that plan. Okay, so we're back, showered, and this is my breakfast. I have eggs on toast with some avocado and some fruit, and then I have a protein shake and a collagen. So this is my normal breakfast, and like I said, I'm just gonna have my normal day and take it easy. Good morning. Got pretty good sleep last night. We're both pretty sore. My toes hurt because a couple of them are purple, so I got different shoes to fit better. Today we're just gonna do walking and get, 10,000 steps. No, probably more like 9,000 steps. And just try to take it easy and rest. No training or anything like that today. I'm cautiously preparing for having to increase my macros like carbs. My protein is still pretty high and my fat is a little bit low, but not too bad for preparing for something like this with performance. I'm hoping that I can compensate on the days that I'm trying to really push myself and have extra carbs on those days rather than doing it on all days. But we're gonna kind of see, given how hungry I am today and I've been kind of tired, and my watch is saying that my recovery is, as expected, but a little bit slow. So I might need to increase the carbs to get that working. All right, I got my ground beef and my steamed rice, and then I have some sliced peach. I think if I were to increase anything from my day, if I'm gonna add in carbs, it actually wouldn't be in this meal because this meal already has like 60 carbs in it. I probably would add some to my middle of the day because I'm actually really hungry around my snack time. I'm gonna kind of play it by ear and see how everything goes, see how I feel tomorrow at 2 days after expending all that energy. Obviously want to be eating enough to support the performance. So that's really where the sweet spot's at. All right, I'm gonna head out on a 2-mile run. It might go longer depending on how well it goes and how I'm feeling. My hamstring and my ankle are still a little bit tight, but I wanna see how it feels and I wanna test out some new running shoes. And so I'm gonna get going in a sec. These are the new shoes I'm testing out. They are Saucony, I'm not sure how you say them, but they're made specially for trails. One thing I've noticed is these Saucony shoes that I have that are more for like trails versus the Nike Pegasuses I have. Those are like road to trail. They're more bouncy than these ones. So I feel like I don't have as much of like a bounce to my step, which has been a little bit weird to get used to. So I'm gonna stop here, walk a little bit. I made 1.5 miles before my legs started to kind of get uncomfortable. Goal here isn't to go all out today. It was to kind of keep up with the cardio and get out in the habit of running, which I'm still not used to. So this is all still new to me. So Tuesday, I went to go do strength training and it was leg day. And because we're trying to do 2 leg days and then 1 day that's like a press pull combo. And I went to go do my leg day and everything felt fine. I went in to go do my leg press and on my warm up on like the second rep, all of a sudden I felt my adductor and I knew immediately I had to stop because something was wrong. I didn't do any more of the leg press, and I kind of stopped and made sure everything was okay and it wasn't horrible. But definitely I knew that there had been a strain. So instead of finishing the leg press, which is my heaviest compound workout that day, I did other movements, I did other exercises. All right, I am out getting some steps. I am not worrying about running or anything today. I wanted to get a little bit of movement. I've taken a few small walks here and there. Now that I'm done with my workout and I did a little bit of walking, it's still pretty uncomfortable on my adductor. And so I'm gonna be taking today off and then tomorrow off, which is really annoying, but it should hopefully help to make everything feel better and rest. I'm hoping to be able to do the 13 miles this weekend. So that's the main goal here. And in the meantime, I just have to rest and prepare. So for lunch today, I'm having my creamy that I try to prep every day, but I keep forgetting to do it. I try to have a creamy every day. I really like having like a big bowl of ice cream for lunch. It's kind of its neat little thing. And it's really just protein, collagen, a little bit of coffee, a little bit of monk fruit, and water. I think that's like everything, a little cinnamon. So the thing I love about this is I kind of take little like scoops like that, and it's kind of chewy, so good. So I'm walking about my 5th mile now today. Been getting out a lot on little mini walks. Everything's feeling good, which is awesome. I would say I'm at like 80% recovery right now. So what I think I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna start cycling for a little bit less impact, and that way I can keep my cardio up. But overall, really happy with how I'm healing, and it hasn't been that big of a setback because I was pretty worried. I was like, everything's falling apart. But it's kind of part of the deal. When you start working out more and pushing yourself more, your body is kind of gonna have like a little bit of a whoa there and kind of put on the brakes. Heading out on a little bike ride for a little bit. Try to loosen up the legals and go out with the kiddos. So that wasn't too bad. Rode for like 20 minutes and I didn't have as much soreness and like difficulty going in my legs, but in my hamstrings, they were pretty tight. So it was nice to get a little bit of movement at the end of the evening. I'm gonna get to bed early and rest, and hopefully tomorrow I'm less tired and less hungry all day. So we'll see how it goes. So this wasn't the week that I had planned, and I didn't get as far with my training as I had hoped for. But it did teach me a lot about stopping and resting and recovery. And it also taught me that my body is also pretty resilient. I've been putting a lot of stress on it for the last few weeks. And to be able to heal so quickly from a muscle strain and to be even thinking about how I can get back to running, my mindset is so different. I'm just like dialed in on what I need to do next. What's the best plan? And I feel still confident that I'll be able to do the 25K. I'm really excited about it. I don't want to jeopardize being able to do it. I'm excited for the next steps.